Hello everyone, my name is Sunla Saha with the student ID 120622731. I'm here to give a short video presentation on giving advice to my client Barry so that he can understand about the contract and its law. First of all, Barry must understand about what is a contract, and a contract is a legitimate promises of two parties. It is a mutual understanding between the two affairs, and it is between two people. When talking about the breach of the contract, when any of the company makes a breach and makes a mutual promise between each other, and later they do not want to engage any more, then the any other party has a right to sue in the consequences of the breach of a contract. And here I want to talk about some of the descriptions of on the defense on the breach of a contract. The contract get breach when the contract is not in the written form. Generally the contract are generally the oral contracts are also accepted, but the contract which are done in a written manner, as per the status of a fraud, it generally includes the sale and purchase of a land, the sale of commodity over $500, and the contract exceeding the life of any person, and when the one is promising to pay to anyone's debt. In the Barry's case, this Barry's case comes under the state. He had purchased the land from Angelo in the rapacity to become rich. The Anglo had said so many good words and praised his shop, and praised so much things about his shop, but the reality was something else. This time they had not made such a finished contract because they had saved the lawyer money. They had not hired the lawyer because they found it was a wastage of the money. And later on the Barry regrets about his own work. And talking about when the contract is unconscionable, uh, in the Barry's case, no feasible person would enter in the agreement or the excessive quantity of their injustice. This time the court can say it is an unconscionable contract, and they can release the person from the liability of the breach. The unconscionably include physical trade, the trade of goods, economic trade, and the undue authority. Now, how do we handle the breach of a contract? Here in this Barry's case, Barry has bought the outlet for the very first time, and he had no specific idea about the consequences of a contract. And the Anglo was the owner of the shop who was running the vegetable and fruits in the outlet. The business hardly need any contract. This is the reason they do not find feasible to hire the lawyer while they were dealing with the buying and the selling processes. The seller had manipulated the things in a fancy manner, and Barry finds very genuine, and he decided to buy. They had fixed the digs as per their mutual concern. Later on, Barry find it very difficult to manage the expenses, and there was some fishy in the deal. Um, Whatever the Anglo had promised, the things that doesn't exist, the same thing now. And now what the significance of their contract after the story of the Barry, one can know that the value of contract and the importance of a lawyer. When you are putting a high amount in buying any commodity, then you have always have to be on the safe part. Hire a lawyer to avoid from the future dispute, because dispute can happen at any time. When you are dealing with buying and selling of land, then please make sure you make a written contract and follow the suitable step, as there is no dispute of land or any property. Here the problem was unfair commitments like commitment for hire sale, the monopoly of the outlet, but there was another outlet exists with the same goods. The income of the day was too low, and as the Anglo had discussed to Barry, the maximum sale occurred only 1 week, that's the end days. Otherwise, it was very low. The van was on a lease, and due to the lease charges, the expenses become high as it was expected. The loader was not working, and it is obvious that it will take some more cost to get repair. As per the contract, nothing was written. It means it was both oral and written contract, but it was all that fake. Now the Barry can show the written contract and tell about the oral commitments to get some reliefs. Just suppose if there is a contract had occurred between anyone, then how it is possible to get confirmation of anything? The people can do fraud without thinking twice. Now, how can Barry get relieved? The court and the legal process is available for every person so that they can choose the wise step by the help of the common law and statute law. The common law refers to the English law, which is derived by the custom and the judicial. There is something different from the statute law. The common law works upon the decision making process. The court take the decision on the basis of a similar case for the future governments. The law is considered all the society disputes, and the decision is taken by the high court as per the similar case. So the Barry can file a case against the Anglo on the basis of fake commitments under common law. There is also another option of the statute law to get rid of this fraud. It is a written law which is produced by the parliament, and the decisions are originated from the other court as per the written constitution of the country. This is the highest type of law, and all the act passes on the House of Parliament. A proper debate occurred on the issue to know about the act, whether it is existing or not. The judges follow the literal rule, which is the priority of all. In this case, word matters a lot. Whether it is saying by the judge, the words are everything. These are very hard to alter. This law is designed and developed under no mistakes. At last, the conclusion is the decision will be made by the judge on the basis of the argument of two parties. The deprived will get their solution for sure. Now the Barrys should take the steps as per the law and rules so that he can get the compensation of the fraud. Thank you.